To me, swimming is a lifestyle and it's a passion. It helps me to feel better about myself, and I've made so many good friendships and memories through it, and I can't imagine my life without it.
Swimming is a huge part of who I am as a person. I've done it since I was like 5. We grew up with a pool in our backyard. Swimming's always been sort of a constant for me, so it's always been there in my lifestyle, and it's always going to be there for me. I've found as I've gotten older, whether I'm growing in any parts of my life, like swimming will always be the same, and that's what made me love it so much.
Come on, Kaylor!
Coaching swimming and diving is a passion of mine, and my hope is that it's a passion for all of those who compete with me. But it means a lot to me because it's been a part of my life for the last 25 years.
133 up white, twice through. Hey, specialty. All 4 of them have to be the same stroke. You may switch by round.
So I come from a big family. My older brother was a swimmer, and we used to swim summer league as kids. So Nick, Sam, and Alex got into it a year before I did, I believe, and we've been swimming ever since.
Go! After my middle school cross-country season was over, my coach recommended that I should do swimming to just kind of keep my body in shape for track season, and so I was just like, okay, I'll give swimming a shot. And so I joined the team, and I got in, and I loved it from the minute I got in. I don't think I realized how hard it was until I joined club swimming right after middle school was over, but I just remember just loving every minute, and I loved the people. I just love swimming, and it's been a huge part of my life, and I don't know where I would be without it. So my typical day starts at 5 o'clock in the morning. I get up, I eat a balance bar. And then after practice, I go and sleep until chapel, which starts at about 10:05. And then I go to class. And then after class, I get lunch. And around 2:30, I go see my professional tutor. She kind of helps me with checking my papers and just kind of helping me through some schoolwork. And then after that practice, I eat dinner, and then I will usually either do more homework and then going to bed and repeat that process all over again.
My typical day as a collegiate coach is, it's bright and early. I'm usually at the pool a little before 5 to prepare and set up for practice. Practice will get going at 5:30 a.m. and then from there it's back to campus where you've got a lot of administrative duties that come with being a coach. So I'll spend the rest of my morning through lunch in the office, and it's back down to the pool around 3:30. At that time I'll do wrap-up meetings and wrap up my day.
The most challenging part of swimming is probably time management. There are more days than not that I feel like there is not enough time in the day, and just between school, studying, having a social life and everything else, always not enough time in the day for everything to be fit in.
Brittany, how you feeling?
I think the most challenging part of swimming is trying to not let yourself compare to other swimmers, especially if they're like 10 times faster than you. That's something I struggled with a lot last year. I was not happy with how I was training. I thought I wasn't good enough to be on the team. And so that was an ongoing battle I had throughout last year. And I remember I got so frustrated, I almost wanted to quit just because I felt worthless. But thanks to my teammates, they were able to just kind of push me through it. They were constantly reminding me that you are worth it. You don't have to be the best. You're not going to be the best. But that doesn't make you less important than anybody else.
The first semester of college is challenging, and you just kind of have to take it as an adjustment period. And you know, from high school and grade school, you've learned all these great studying habits and ways to do your schoolwork. So just make sure you're really focusing on those, because grades are extremely important to student athletes, and making sure your grades are high and that you're staying eligible for your sport and being able to participate. So I would just kind of like give them the advice to just kind of go in with it with an open mind. It's going to be tough, it's going to be hard, it's going to be very time consuming, you're going to feel overwhelmed at times.
I think the most important thing is to just stay confident in yourself and just be happy with where you're at and trust the process, because if you don't trust the process, then it's just going to make your year a lot worse. So just trust the process, believe in yourself, and you will do just fine.
Rewarding part of being a coach is the athletes. I mean, it's when those student athletes are finding success, and when I see them smiling and see them enjoying what they do. You know, again, that's why I do what I do.
The most rewarding part of swimming is probably just learning how tough you are. Like, you don't know how tough you are until you've had 2 practices in the day, you've had to lift, you have 2 tests in the week, you have a ton of homework. Like, you just really learn how mentally tough you are, and just you can use that as a way to be like, hey, I got through this really tough week, and guess what? I can do it again next week, because like, you're awesome. Like, you did a great job getting through all of this, and it just teaches you how to kind of more believe in yourself.